Hi everybody, this is Melissa with the Sweetery Miami and welcome back to my kitchen. I know, it's been months since I've made a new video. I've been so very busy with all kinds of weddings and corporate events and all kinds of outdoor beautiful events. As you guys well know, I am here in Miami, Florida, which is beautiful and sunny all summer long, which really lends itself for a lot of outdoor events, especially for weddings and for different corporate events and festivals. And we have been so lucky to have been hired for a bunch of these that has kept us so busy. I haven't had time for you guys, but now I do. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna start off with a compilation of different videos that are going to help you guys wow your friends and family for the holidays with some super easy and really delicious desserts that you guys can present whenever you go to a friend's house, a family member's house, or even for like a holiday lunch or a holiday dinner. So today we're starting with one of my favorites, probably the most easy dessert to ever make is called Panna Cotta. If you have never heard of it before, it's an Italian dessert and it's made with milk and gelatin. That is totally oversimplified. I guess maybe I just oversimplified it a little too much at that point, but you can customize it, which is the best part. You can use cream, coconut cream, you can use almond milk, you can use regular cream, you can use Kahlua if you really want to use Kahlua to do it and really liquor it up, guys. But I'm gonna show you guys a basic recipe for one that I personally love, and you can modify this as much as you want to, just as long as you stick to the same quantities of stuff that I'm putting on this ingredient list. Okay, so let's get started. The one that we're gonna look at today is going to be a coconut and orange panna cotta. It kind of tastes like an orange creamsicle. That's what it tastes like, but it's made with coconut milk. So you do have little hints of coconut within the flavor palette itself. It's delicious. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the ingredients that you're gonna need to create a coconut orange panna cotta.
First thing you need is 1 can of coconut cream. That's going to be a 3.5 ounce can or something around that size. A half a cup of half and half a cup of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of orange extract, and 1 packet of plain gelatin. The first thing we're going to do is take our coconut milk and we're going to pour it into a shallow saucepan, and make sure that you turn up the heat to about medium to medium high. We just want to get it to a soft rolling boil. Once we put in the coconut milk, we're going to add in our half and half, or you can use heavy cream here depending on what you have available. Once you mix that in, you're going to use your granulated sugar. In this particular recipe, I used coconut palm sugar because there's people here on a diet and we need to watch our calorie intake as well as our glycemic index. So you'll notice that mine is actually going to turn a little bit of a caramel color because of the coconut sugar. Now you're going to want to mix that really well with a spatula. Make sure that all of the sugar is dissolved inside of your milk mixture before you add the next steps. Now it's time to add in our extracts. The first one we're going to add in is orange. Just be careful not to overuse it because it will taste kind of like house cleaner if you use too much of it. So just about a half a teaspoon or even half of that would be sufficient. All you want is just a little bit of orange flavor. Now I make my own vanilla extract. I take some beans, I pop them into a jar, and I put some vodka in and let it sit for a couple of weeks. So what you see here is my own homemade vanilla extract. I'm just pulling a bean out and I'm squeezing about half a bean worth of seeds right into the mixture. If you don't have this option, that's okay. Straight up vanilla extract is sufficient. I am going to add a little dash, a peck of salt in here just to bring out a little bit of these extract flavors as well. Once you're done adding these particular ingredients, all you're going to do is mix it thoroughly. Make sure everything is nice and dissolved before you add in your packet of gelatin. And now that everything is thoroughly incorporated, all we're going to do is take our single packet of plain gelatin and we're going to sprinkle it right over the top. Now you want to make sure that the mixture is already to a little bit of a soft boiling point. You're going to turn down the heat before you add this in, and then make sure that you also mix this in very well. Gelatin tends to clump when you first put it inside of any kind of liquid, especially when you're pouring it in dry. Notice how we're not blooming the gelatin. We're going to put it right into the saucepan with everything else. At this point, I'm switching over to a whisk because I've noticed that a lot of the little pieces of gelatin are clumping together and they're not really dissolving as fast as I'd like. So if this happens to you, it's a very simple fix. Just grab a whisk and just start to very gently whisk the mixture. Turn the heat back on to medium and let the entire thing come to a boil again. That will help to dissipate those little clumps of gelatin in your mixture. Now it's time to pour our mixture through a sieve, and we're going to put it inside something that's easy to pour into our glasses later. So when you're pouring the mixture through the sieve, make sure that you're catching all of those little granulated pieces of gelatin that might have coagulated inside of the mixture itself, as well as any kind of little skin, like that milk skin that forms. Once you finish that, you're free to pour that into any pretty glass or small little serving bowl that you might have. The cool thing about Panna Cotta is that the prettier the glass, the nicer it's going to look as your end result. You're finished pouring, go ahead and pop these babies in the fridge for about 3 to 4 hours or overnight. If you are going to put them in there overnight, make sure that you do cover them with some plastic to avoid any ice crystals. You can do so many great things with Panna Cotta. You can add mango jelly to it. You can even add cut up brie cheese. If you want to add cookies or brittle on top of it, you can do that as well with a dollop of fresh whipped cream. You can even make chocolate Panna Cotta and just pour some chocolate ganache over top, or add some cookies and fresh strawberries, or just chocolate shavings up on the top. Thanks for watching our video today, and remember to like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.